Today's learning target is to be able to create and read what's called a stem and leaf plot. Stem and leaf plots are very easy, but they're almost too easy, and it's kind of like you sit here and question yourself and say, is that all you do? Now, with a stem and leaf plot, I want you to think about a bush or a tree, whatever you want to call it, and how the stem is holding up all the leaves that are coming off of the branches or whatever, the weed or whatever it is. There is a stem, which is like a base, and then there's these leaves shooting off, okay? All a stem and leaf plot is another way to organize statistical data. Last week we did box and whisker. That was just a way to organize data. Box and whisker made it easy to see the biggest number, the smallest number, and definitely the median, because that middle line in the box. This one's going to make it easy for us to see the mode, okay? So, I'm going to show you first. Let's start out by taking these numbers that are right here, like on number 1. We're going to put them in order from least to greatest. Just list them right here below it. You're going to I would do this every time, because if you don't, you will probably miss a number when you create your stem and leaf plot. Yes, I am recording. So why you're not writing this on your paper right now, I do not know. I'm asking all students to write this on their paper. It's kind of like notes, even though we're kind of doing it together. Okay. Now, once you have them in order from least to greatest, a stem is built on a base, and the bases can be different for each one, okay? This one is built on the base of a 3 and a 7, and if you look down here at the key, look at the key, okay? The key tells you, it's kind of like a map key. It tells you what it is. So if you have a 3 and a 7, a 3 and a 7 together make the number 37. Now, that little line in between it, right there, is telling you how to split these numbers. So, I want you to think about it. Your first number is a 1 and a 9. It's 19. So, your stem is a 1, or a tens place, whatever you want to call it, and then the 9 is your leaf. So 19. Are there any more tens place numbers like teens? No. So now we're going to 20s. That means I need a new stem because my stem is a 20. I need a 26. There's one leaf. Well, there's another 20, so I need another 6 for that 26. And then there's one more. So I need another one. So that represents 3 26s in my list. Okay, are there any more 20s? Okay, now I'm on 30s. I need a stem of a 3 and a leaf of a 3 to make 33. There's a 37, so I need that 7 as a leaf for 37. Okay, are there any 40s? Yes, so I need a 4, and then 8 for 48, another 8 for 48, and a 9 for 49. Now, because there's two 48s and a 49. 48, 48, 49. Yeah, all the 40s go together. Now, when you are looking at your stem and leaf plot, I have to grade these very picky, like it's almost too easy and you might miss something, so watch. All the numbers going down have to be in numerical order. So if it started with 26, then make, 26, and then 30s and 40s and 50s. Notice also on the leaf, it has to go least to greatest on the leaf also. So like that 3 has to be before that 7. If you swap it, it would be incorrect. Okay? What a stem and leaf plot does is it shows you easily, if you look just at the stem and leaf, I want you to look at that. What's your lowest number?
19.
19. The 1 and the 9 go together. What's your highest number?
49.
49. Is it easy to see the mode? Yes, because it's what?
It's 26.
26, because there's 3 of them, right? Now, granted, you always want to make sure there's not any more that are 3 times. But a stem and leaf helps us really see the mode quickly. Like, because it's all organized, pretty. Yes?
Why do we have a key? I don't get what the key is.
Okay. The key goes down to, like if you compare this one to look at number 3. On number 3, because it's hundreds numbers, you might get confused on what should be the stem and what should be the leaf.
It's going to be 52.
So like, you might wonder if that 5 should be the stem, but because of the key, does that make sense? You should have 2 numbers for your stem and 1 number for your leaf, okay? All it is it's a way to make sure that we're all thinking the same. Is this the tens place, or is this going to be the tens place? And that kind of thing. Okay, so look at number 3 with me. Let's do number 3. Look at number 3. Here we go. On number 3, let's put them in order from least to greatest, even though they're in their hundreds. Okay. So once you get them in order, then I kind of take my eyeballs and I look back and forth between that key and the first one. So if they want 5, 5 as my stem, and they want me to put that all together, then I kind of compare that to what I got up here. So if 5, 5 was my stem, that means 5, 4 is going to be my stem up here. So there's a 54 with a 3, or 543. And then there's a 54 with a 4 to make 544. And then one more, 547. Notice they're all on the same line because they're all based on a 54 right there. Next one, 55. And then I have a 2. And another 2. Make sure you list them twice. And a 9. Now I'm on 56 with a 5. And 57 with an 8. Okay? It has to be in this order, so just be very picky. Very, very picky. Okay? Now, I have a question. Look at number 4. Okay. So these are decimals, and then they have this key down here. Ah, you got it. So 8 with the bar, the divider line with a 4 means 8.4. Basically, the divider line can be a decimal. They're going to tell you by comparing it with a list of numbers, though. Okay? Your key does not have to be the same as your numbers in your list, unfortunately. Like, I believe I like these because 8.4 is in the list, okay? But it doesn't always have to be. So let's do this one real quick, and then I'll show you one that doesn't. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do number 4, just so we have an example of a decimal one. Okay, so if 8 line 4 means 8.4, then 5 line 8 means 5.8. Listen, don't put the decimal right there. That line is supposed to mean the decimal. Okay, there is another 5.8, so I need 2 of those. So now I'm going to go to 6s. 6.4, 6.4, 6.9. 7.5, 7.6. Okay, now, basically, okay, you have been creating stem and leaves. There is another side to this story, which is, flip it over. Okay. Now, so this one says it is monthly temperatures. First, they want you to make a stem and leaf, which we've just been practicing. This one is one of the keys that I don't love, but it is normal for stem and leaves, that your key does not have to match your data. I wish they did, but they don't have to. So 1-2 means 12, even though 12 is not in that list. I kind of wish it did match, if that makes any sense. The key is to help you know, is that a 1 in the tens place, or is that a 1 in the hundreds place, or whatever. Okay? But to make these match those, 1's a 10 and 1's a 1. Now, here is the other thing we're getting to. Look at the middle of the page. Look at the middle of the page. They have given you a stem and leaf plot, and they're asking you questions about it. Now, smallest value should stand out. I hope you're looking at this. Smallest value should stand out. What is it? 14. It's not a 1, guys. It's a 1 and a 4 together. What's the largest value? 49. Okay? How would you ever find the mean of this? Add it up. So listen, if you don't want to make a mistake on mean and on median and things like that, I honestly would just list them out. 14, 16, 18, 27, 29, and so on. Then find your mean. Then find your median. Okay? I'm kind of letting y'all loose in your homework now. Number 8. Go back to exercise 1, which is number 1. Go back to the top and answer that one. It's not hard. Okay? You are finishing front and back for classwork homework. But you still have about 15 minutes, so you should have plenty of time. Any questions? Do not mind. Make sure I cleared up all the problems. Any questions? Okie dokie.